you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk for just a few minutes about our favorite cleaning influencer, Love Meg. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I did a video a couple days ago from when y'all are probably seeing this video, and I talked about Love Meg's son wearing flip-flops in the snow in Switzerland, and then he ended up going back to the condo, tripped on some ceramic stairs, and he ended up having a decent sized injury to his forehead. He had to get stitches, and I try to not nitpick with her, but what I'm seeing as of lately, and the reason that there's, a constant conversation with her lately, is because it just feels very self-serving. And this is something that influencers, we've seen with them for a while. It's like me, everything's about me. How are you going to pay me? How are you going to benefit me? What's in it for me? And it's just icky. Like when you step back and look at it and see how self-serving some people can be, especially when their life and their career is the internet. As an influencer, it is your customers are your subscribers, and to see how some of them are treating their subscribers and their followers and just being so privileged and self-centered and self-serving is making people want to, write off most influencers. Influencer culture is now associated with a bunch of self-centered, privileged people who put out mediocre content at best. And if you're watching that mediocre content, but it's coming from someone who has stayed grounded and is friendly, or, you don't have to be friendly, but if you're approachable and you appreciate your subscribers and you don't use them to figure out how you can get more money from them next week, that's amazing, and it's really rare. But either way, Love Meg, her husband, her son, and her daughter are all over in Switzerland right now, and it looks like they're having a grand old time. I thought about this, though, in the future, when they supposedly are going to go back over there and have their dogs with them. How in the world is that fair to your dogs? Like, all that they've done is spend time outside of their Airbnb, and maybe that's the plan for this round, and then when they have their dogs, it'll be different. But how is that fun for your dogs? I really hope that she leaves both of her dogs with family in the States and for once makes a selfless decision, because where is the value in that for your dogs? It's extremely boring. You're gonna have so much trouble getting them over there. I still worry to death about Molly. The dogs would be so much better left with either family or really close friends that they're already somewhat familiar with. It's just sad. So either way. But today, I guess Love Meg was receiving a little bit of kickback on Instagram, and she decided to address it. The one that's above all the haters and just doesn't pay attention to any form of criticism, decided to respond to this. So surprising, but what she said is, if you're wondering why Ross is wearing flip-flops in the snow, you'll have to ask him, LOL. Before we left the condo, we told him over and over to make sure he understood that there would be snow, and he insisted on flip-flops. Justin and I believe in letting them learn things their way. As parents, sometimes the best thing you can do is let them do what they want and know that if it bothers them, they will make a different decision next time, giving them the freedom to decide. So it's so important for raising kids to become adults that can make their own decisions for themselves. And then she also posted another image that said that they were only outside in the snow for about 30 minutes. First of all, 30 minutes outside in the snow in flip-flops is what my nightmares are made out of. And I know I'm the type of person who is just always cold. I am. Like, I'm cold inside in the summer because the AC is too high, and I'm freezing from, call it the second week of October all the way through the end of April. I'm just cold. I always have been since I was as young as I can remember. Now, as far as her saying that kids need to make their own decisions, while I agree with that sometimes, and I can understand where it might make sense once in a while, my problem is if it comes to their safety or their health, you can't allow kids to just run around making decisions for themselves. And obviously, his safety was put in harm's way by allowing him to wear flip-flops when it's fucking snowing outside or when there's snow on the ground. When it comes to a child his age, allowing him to maybe order something really weird off the menu at a new restaurant, and if he doesn't like it, then he doesn't like it. That's something a little bit more age appropriate. Not requiring him to wear snowshoes when you're literally going somewhere where you know there's going to be snow on the ground is so incredibly stupid. And I don't think that it adds any value to his decision-making process. This is just a way for Meg to remove herself from the situation, blame her child so that people won't be coming for her. She's literally saying, oh, well, it was him. It was his fault. It was the kid's fault. It was the kid's decision. It was his not picking the right shoes to wear. It's such a weird thing to take blame instead of taking it for yourself because you're the adult, you're the parent, and saying, oh, well, the kid decided to do that, so you'll have to ask him. He's a child. If kids could run around making their own decisions, I know from that age for me, if I could have made my own decisions, I would have run away and probably, try to find a free tree fort in the middle of the woods and live there. I would have lived off of fruit snacks and ice cream. I would have, taken my dog up to elementary school with me every day, even though, she wasn't allowed up there. I would have constantly been staying up all hours of the night watching TV. I would have been running amok outside all the time. Like, there's just certain things that you can't allow kids to decide for themselves. And for her to shift blame and place it on her child and then try to justify it like, oh, we're doing parenting the right way because we let them make their own decisions. That's not a flex, Meg. It makes you kind of look stupid to allow your child to go to this snowy mountain in flip-flops, and then he gets hurt on the way back and literally has to spend time in the hospital getting stitches. It's no wonder that he wanted Justin there at the hospital with him and not Meg. I think the fact that he wanted Justin to stay with him says a lot. And I won't go into my personal thoughts on that, but I think that it speaks for itself. So either way, I think that Meg is just I think she's a joke. I think that this is so dumb, and I can't believe that she just continues to put out this kind of nonsensical BS. But here we are. It's a new day, and there's a new nonsensical BS thing on Meg's Instagram story. So a lot of y'all sent this to me. I wanted to jump on and share my thoughts, but what do you think about placing blame on a child? And what do you think about allowing a child to make these kinds of decisions for themselves when they are this young? Do you guys kind of draw the line when it comes to health and safety? Do you agree with Meg? If you agree with Meg, like, please sound off. Tell me what you think fully, as always. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.